Hello everyone, this is the Gaming Cat here, and I've got something a bit different for you all today. So recently I had a poll on my Twitter that was a hypothetical question originally, asking people if they would want to see me do a Let's Play of Max Payne or Doom. And then when they voted for Doom, I said, okay, how about Vanilla or Brutal? And those who had a preference chose Brutal Doom. So I decided, I wonder if I should actually do this. I wonder if this is something people would want to see. So I asked people about that on my Tumblr, and not as many people responded to that, but everyone who did said that they would like to see it. So I figured, okay, maybe this will be interesting. So I'm going to do this as a short series, and it's going to serve a similar purpose to the Fiery Joker's Let's Plays, where this isn't going to be a main thing for me, don't worry. It's just going to be something to fill in time between my YouTube poops and countdowns. So for those of you who think I'm selling out, that's not the case at all. This will just be a fun thing to do while y'all wait, and it'll be a fun way for me to show off a very, very fun mod. So we'll pick Modern here, and we'll go with the first episode. I'll go with, I think I've already been this on Ultraviolence mode. I'm not sure about Super Bad. I'll just go with Super Bad because I want a challenge, but like, there's also the fact that I'll have to concentrate on delivering commentary as well, so that'll be something I'll handle. So, wait. Shit. So here we go. So what exactly about Brutal Doom is brutal and differentiates it from regular Doom? Well, the biggest example you're about to see. Yeah, you may notice that right off the bat that this game is way more violent than the original Doom. Like, it's funny because Doom is a game that was controversial back in the day for the level of violence it had. Brutal Doom is so much more. Like, there is blood everywhere in this game. Like, every enemy you kill looks like that they were carrying around a lot of ketchup, let's just say. So that's the biggest difference that you have right off the bat from a visual point of view. Anyway, the biggest difference in Brutal Doom is that I'm not sure whether or not it's strictly that much harder, but the kind of hardness it has is definitely a different kind of hard. Like, the reason why it's harder is because enemies, they tend to do a lot more damage than the original Doom, and they are faster and more agile. Like, for example, the imps, their melee attacks were just annoying in the original Doom, but they are devastating in this version. They can be very tricky to deal with in close quarters. But to counteract this difficulty, there are some differences for you as well. Your guns, for instance, tend to do more damage, and there's also the fact that you can do headshots, which those do more damage as well. I'm going to go in here because I remember a secret in this area. I have to play this in windowed mode so I can record this, so I'm not used to windowed mode, and for some reason the frame rate drops a bit, which makes things a little trickier on my part. Maybe going with this difficulty wasn't such a good idea. So I picked up the Mega Armor there. So yeah, there's that's going for you. There's also the fact that the melee system has been revamped where melee combat is okay, but it gets a lot better once you get a Berserk pack or a Demon Rune. Hopefully I'll get the chance to show you that eventually. Let's see, what else is there? There's also the fact that your weapons have more utility to them as well. For example, with the assault rifle and the shotgun, you can now aim down the sights, which admittedly you won't use that much since it really just slows your movement down, but it can be useful if you're facing an enemy that's far away, and it's just neat to have anyway. There's also the fact that, of course, instead of a pistol, you get an assault rifle, and when you pick up another one, you can dual-wield assault rifles, which is awesome if you ask me. Like, dual wielding is one of my favorite tropes ever. If something has dual wielding, chances are I'm going to like it just on that merit alone. I remember the first time I played Wolfenstein: The New Order, I was just amazed with the fact that you can literally dual wield everything. Like assault rifles, shotguns, sniper rifles, which is really, really impractical and has no purpose, but still, at least there's that. So yeah, those are some of the big differences right off the bat, and there are some smaller ones as well. For instance, something that you'll probably see soon is that if you do enough damage to an enemy, then it will fall to the ground in a crippled state and it will be wounded, like here. And when that happens, I didn't do it in time there, but when that happens, you have a chance to shoot it again or just kick it there. You have the Mighty Boot from Duke Nukem, you see, and you will get a cruelty bonus, which will give you 5 more health, or if you use it on a shotgun dude, it'll give you 10 armor. And this can be really useful if, say, you're low on health or you're already over your health capacity, because no matter where you are, it will always give you 5 more health, even if it means pushing you over 100% health, which is really useful. There's also the fact that you have free aim, but I think that's in a lot of Doom ports nowadays, so that's not really anything new. Like, the first time I played Doom was on the Xbox 360 port. So yeah, that's those are some of the big differences with Brutal Doom, and overall, I love it. Like, you'll find a lot of Doom purists who are like, no, it's bad, it's trying to appeal to the Spurg lords who just play Call of Duty, but I am not one of those people. I think that whoever designed this game did a very, very good job of basically doing something similar to what Wolfenstein: The New Order did. Basically, like, mixing in first-person shooter techniques from both the bygone era and the modern era to create something that is truly fun. Because that's what it's all about at the end of the day, just pure fun. Boy, this frame rate thing's really getting annoying. I'm not sure if any of you can see it, but it's frustrating. Shit. I hope I don't accidentally screw myself over and accidentally shoot a barrel when I'm right next to it, because that would be bad. So yeah, the imps now jump when they're doing melee attacks, and, yep, cruelty bonus. I gotta say, no matter how many times I see it, just splattering my enemies' heads open will never stop being fun. And remember, I'm killing demons, so it's not psychopathic, I'm heroic. Get the power-ups here. Oh, shit. I really hope I do find a demon rune soon, because those are a new power-up in Brutal Doom. Enemies occasionally drop them when you kill them, and what they do is, they revamp your attacks quite a bit, which you don't know how they work yet, but I want to show you myself, because that's really the best way that you can learn what they do exactly. Wow, I'm taking a lot of damage, and it's only the 2nd level. This does not bode well for this Let's Play series. I swear to God, I am better than this. I'm better than this! This doesn't represent me! Where'd that come from? Yeah, something subtle that was added in Brutal Doom is that the dark environments are now a lot darker, which can be annoying, but I won't complain too much. Where's the last one here? There he is. I think there's a few more. Fuck you. And fuck you. Yeah, I wish my health wasn't as low, because all those health potions, they would put me over the health threshold, which, regardless of how useful it is, it just feels cool to have over 100% health. Like, regardless of whether or not it'll serve you that much, it just looks cool. I'm one of those people who if there's a soul sphere right in front of them, they will wait until they are at 100% health just to be over the maximum limit. Use my shotgun for a bit. Something else that I love about the Doom series as well is that every weapon is always useful and always has a specific purpose. Like, it's not something like a JRPG where you're constantly finding better weapons and then they get outclassed, or it's not like Call of Duty where the differences between each weapon is just minor, and once you've found the one that suits your playstyle best, you'll never use anything else. Every weapon here is always going to be relevant. Well, except for the pistol in the original Doom, which you stop using entirely once you get the minigun. But here it's just everything. You're never going to want to be without one of your guns, is what I'm saying. And I think it's really cool. Room full of enemies here. It's so much fun to just find a room full of enemies in this game so you can just blast them apart. And remember, it's demons, so it's not psychopathic. I'm heroic. 83 kills them. 0% secrets. Yeah, the thing about the secrets in this game is that they're very well designed, and only a few of them just feel cheap. Like, I'll just save my game here. Let's call this Cool Cats LP. The cool thing about the secrets in Doom is that most of the time, as long as you're a perceptive player, they won't be incredibly hard to find. It's not like Castlevania 2 where you need to specifically look up a wiki to find it, or it's not like the master levels for Doom, which are horrible, where it's impossible to know your first time without going to a walkthrough. Like, here, it's most of the time it's a matter of finding a suspicious-looking part of the wall, or just taking a careful look at your map. But occasionally you'll find one that's kind of cheap. Like in the second level there's a secret room that will lead you to the chainsaw. But what you have to do is you have to shoot a specific part of the wall, a very specific part in the dark room, which, it's like, how would you know that unless you shoot it by accident? It just, I don't know, something about it just doesn't feel right. Boom. Blow your torsos off, blow your arms off, blow your leg off, blow your everything off, blow you. Oh yeah, grenades were added. Again, not something you're going to use a lot, but it's nice just to have in case there's a bunch of enemies around the corner. Shit, I'm getting low. Yeah, I am not setting a good example for everyone here. So yeah, I remember that there is a way here that you can get the soul sphere that's behind that wall there, but I think it's something that's ruined by now. Everyone who's played this game before is just yelling at the screen, but I don't remember. Bunch of enemies in here. Toss a nade. Lovely. Boom, boom. Wait. Shit, one from behind. Blast them all to mishmash. Oh yeah, that's some tasty looking tomato juice. I wonder, the most interesting thing for me will be seeing how you all react to this, because, like, this isn't something that I've done before, and, like, YouTube poopers, there's a certain perception that YouTube poopers have where we have to be jaded, bitter assholes towards everything that isn't YouTube poop on the internet, and it's like, we have to say, oh, Let's Plays are garbage, YouTube poop is where it's really at, but... Sorry about that. Anyway, I've never gotten why we feel like we have to be like that, because if you just like one kind of video, especially if it's just YouTube poop, your life's not going to be fun. And I want fun. And this is fun. I think that, as long as, there's definitely examples of bad Let's Players before, like attacking toucans, for instance. That guy I can't stand, but as long as, you have a good personality, or you know how to smartly, like, talk about a game you like when you play it, then they can be pretty entertaining. And, like, even some YouTube poopers are starting to like LPers as well. My friend Cartoon Lover, for instance, he likes both the Game Grumps and Markiplier, as do I. And I also like Grimithar's Let's Play of StarCraft. It's probably one of my all-time favorite Let's Play series. I'd highly recommend you check it out, even if you don't like StarCraft. Or play StarCraft, I mean. Hell, especially if you haven't played StarCraft. That's, he does a really good job of explaining everything in that, the backstory, how everything works. Like, Grimmeth's pretty good. Though, unfortunately, he said he doesn't want to play StarCraft 2 because, like, he lost his interest as that game just was being developed forever, so, like, I guess I understand why, but at the same time it sucks, because everyone here knows that I am a massive fanboy for StarCraft 2. So I'll blast these guys as well, pick up those helmets, get the shells, wait, specters, oh god, I think next episode I'll talk about the enemies a bit more, because the enemies in Doom are really well designed as well. Like, these are some of the most memorable enemies I've seen, both from gameplay design and just visual design standpoints. Pick up the potions. Get the helmets. See, I already got the key card. And I assume I have to head back here. Open up the door. Boom, boom, boom. Quit your whining, son of a bitch. Blast them all to hell. I love how nonchalantly I'm handling the massive amount of violence now. It's like, the first time I played this, I was just thinking, oh my god, blood everywhere. I love this. And now it's just like, just another day at the store, just blowing limbs off everywhere. I wonder if my parents are going to see this. I wonder if they're going to think, Alex, we had such high hopes for you. And if you are watching this, I love you guys. Yeah, Brutal Doom is probably one of the most intense, hard M games I've ever played. Like, the original Doom, by today's standards, is not that mature of a game. Because, like, looking back on it, it's not that gory, and especially compared to first-person shooters of today, it's not that bad. Like, the same thing with Diablo. That's the reason, I think, why my parents let me play that game when I was 5, because Diablo, even though that's rated M as well, by today's standards, just, like, probably a T game at best. But Brutal Doom is really hardcore. Like, it's right up there with Max Payne 3, it's right up there with Bayonetta. Honestly, the only game I've seen that's probably more hard M than Brutal Doom is Spec Ops: The Line. That's probably just because more of like the themes and the stuff portrayed in that game rather than the usual sort of thing. Still don't know how to get the Soul Sphere that's portrayed in that big window you saw earlier. Still frustrates me. So, I'm going to try to keep these episodes to about around 15 minutes long, so that way, in case I deal with copyright stuff, I won't have to take any of these down, basically. So, I'll just blast the enemies here. I know how to get that Soul Sphere, which is good. And bang. I'm just going to, I'm going to end this on something fun. I'm going to blast that guy by shooting that barrel up there. Boom. And boom. Double boom. You get 2 for the price of 1. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this, but regardless of whether or not you do, I'm going to continue this because fuck you, and most of my subscribers don't watch my stuff that's not YouTube poop anyway, so thanks for watching, and as always, I will see you next time on Brofist. Punch that like button in the face!